everybody, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about, man, am I glad the Premier League is back and the proper football is back. It was been a tough 2 weeks with international breaks. I really don't watch international football like that unless it is the World Cup, the European Championship, or the AFCON. Any other time, I do not watch the international break like that. So yeah, I'm glad the football is back, the real football. And yeah, God, I'm sick of tired. I'm watching ESPN lose their mind when Lionel Messi scored 2 goals for Argentina and then completely say nothing about Ronaldo scoring 4 goals in 2 games for Portugal. So yeah, I'm glad for the Premier League to be back, and let's get back to the action. And this weekend is a big one. It's a big one. So Arsenal versus Chelsea is the big game of the weekend. And I believe this is going to be a title credential type of game. Arsenal coming back of a great win against City. They need to back it up. And I feel like if they go ahead and just run through Chelsea like they should do, this would prove to a lot of people of their title credential, and that they're not, this time, not going to lose a huge lead against City. I don't believe they're capable of blowing an 8-point lead again. So it's time for them to open up a gap against City. And I think this weekend is a good time to do so. Because Chelsea are at 11th right now and struggling to score goals. They are struggling to score goals, where Arsenal are sitting comfortably in second by goal differential, actually, behind Tottenham. And they're playing incredibly well. They are amazing. They're looking good right now. And I believe if they were to take the lead on City like they did last season, I don't think they're going to throw it away. And like I say, Chelsea is picking up form, but they're not quite where they should be. Even though they had 3 wins in the last 3 games, they're still struggling to score goals. And against Arsenal, who've been impressively well in defense, Chelsea is still going to continue to struggle to score goals in this game. And I think Arsenal are going to beat them, and they're going to beat them comfortably. I'm predicting a 3-1 Arsenal win. Be an easy win for Arsenal. The next big game is actually Manchester City against Brighton. City are in kind of like a weird position now. They haven't found themselves in this type of position in like 6 years. They lost 2 back-to-back games in the Premier League for the first time in 6 years. And they're playing a very tricky team in Brighton. I believe Brighton are the true definition of, on their day, they can wipe the floor with anybody, no matter who you are. So if City show up wrong and Brighton just happen to catch fire and play like the best version of themselves, they can literally take advantage of a poor City, a struggling City, which is something you never associate with Manchester City. So it's going to be a very interesting game to see. I can easily see this game of a high-scoring draw, or City just edging it, because City are really missing the creativity of Kevin De Bruyne, because right now nobody's giving service to Haaland at all, and it's looking like a human instead of that goal machine robot we thought he was last season. So Man City need to find a way to create for him, otherwise it's going to be a very tough season for them. And maybe they just struggle like struggling from like winner's fatigue, if there's such a thing. But if the City don't show up and play their best game, there's chance that this could be a third loss for the first time in Manchester United, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola reign, where they lose 3 in a row. But I don't think that's going to happen. City is going to win. My score prediction will be 3-2. And then, what do you like? My team, Manchester United, we have been terrible, awful, both on the field and off the field. Like, the takeover has just been this worst nightmare situation. Because it started off, oh, they're finally leaving. We're going to get our club back, to, oh, Qataris are taking the club. Sheikh Jassim is going to come save us. But nope, the next story is Ratcliffe is taking over and is only taking 25%. And that, but that's fine, because he's going to take football control and hopefully push the Glazers out slowly by slowly. Now the reporting is again, Ratcliffe is going to be forming a committee to oversee football activities, and that would include Joe Glazer, who's been making all of these terrible football decisions in Manchester for the last 10 years at least. He's still going to be on the board of that just keep bringing bad news after bad news. And from initial excitement of a potential of Glazers leaving Manchester United back in like November of last year, it's slowly turning into a nightmare, and fans realizing that, we might not get rid of Glazers after all, because they're probably about to get exactly what they've been asking for: somebody to invest in the club and potentially fix some of the infrastructure that is needed without them having to pay any of their money, and the asset grow in value without lifting a finger. And that is a worse scenario the Manchester United fans find themselves in. On the pitch, it's chaos. Like, it took 2 late goals from McTominay, who we all want to get rid of in the summer and just move on from him. It took 2 late goals from him for us to beat a team we should beat at home. It was terrible. And I'm hoping the manner in which we won that game would galvanize the players and give them motivation and confidence to go this weekend and just destroy Sheffield United. We have to, for our own confidence, to kickstart our season, we have to at least put 6 goals past Sheffield on Saturday. If we don't do that, I don't know how much this season is going to go from there, because we really need to at least score goals. We need Marcus Rashford to start scoring goals. We need Bruno to start playing well. And I'm glad Casemiro is not going to be back in time to play, because I want to see Amrabat in that DM position. I want to see him next to Mason Mount and see what they could do, and potentially in the 60th minute bring in Kobe Mainu and put him next to Amrabat, and let's see what they could do, because Casemiro need rest so he can come back and look like himself, the Casemiro of all we know. And I am confident my team is going to do this, and I'm predicting it's going to be 6-1. Manchester United is going to come out of the gate with gun blazing. They're going to go score 6 goals, win the game. Confidence is back. Morale is high again. And we can kickstart our season and hopefully finish third and take some momentum into the City game. City are struggling right now. For the first time, they look vulnerable. So them coming home at Old Trafford, we need momentum to take into that game so we can at least have a chance against a struggling City